right, welcome to 10 Minutes with Anthony. My name is Jin Cherney, and this is our co-host, Anthony Iliopoulos.
Hi, Jan. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, we just like to show you different, some of these guys, they do their shows where they're talking while they're driving their car, they're in their bathroom or something. I just don't think that's really interesting. I'd rather just show you different places. We're here, the White Street Pier. We've come out here in the water. The water's got to be close to 90, I would say. It's pretty warm, huh? And, yeah, I'm going to do a little swimming when we're done here. And yeah, when we're even a little bit later, we're going to introduce a new segment to our arsenal of 10 minutes. And I think yesterday I used a catchy acronym for it, TMA, right? 10 minutes with Anthony. Yes. Doesn't sound. I guess you can't do TMWA, but TMA. We'll see you on the filming of TMA.
Yeah, we'll see about that. The new segment. I think Anthony already used up all his testosterone today in a little chicken accident.
Yes. I think people wouldn't even believe that. I mean, I think I saw the shock in your face when you saw how mad I just got. But right before when we were setting up here, I hear a chicken just screaming bloody murder, And I look over and I see this guy. I'm not really versed on all religions, but I'm guessing he's of Muslim, whatever religion.
Yeah, they were dressed that way.
They had the whole, and he's got a chick in his hand. The mother chicken is screaming bloody murder, and I'm like, what the F are you doing? I'm petting it. I was like, you dumbass. And I mean, it escalated from there. It was awful. I'm telling you, man, since I was a little kid, I have a weird thing about anybody messes with animals. I go ballistic. Jan, I think, was in shock, but he wishes he would have got it on video. I'm not sure that might have incriminated me on some of the things I said, but thing was, I ultimately, and the lady's the mom there is kind of like saying, he's okay. I said, listen, is that your son there? How about I grab him and shake him in front of you and see how that would make you feel? What do you, and I'm not even sure they might even disbar that chick from being in the, I don't know how it goes in the chicken world, but they might disbar that chick from him touching it, Just leave the animal. You come down here, man, leave the animals alone. Just, let them be.
Unless you live here, then you can. Then you can squeeze them and kill them.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I don't care where you're from, what your religion is, whatever. You have to be a moron to grab, a mother in front of a mother, the baby. Whether it be a grizzly bear, a baby, That's like Rule 101 you learn as a human being. I mean, how stupid are you? They moved on, but I was ready to drown all of them, the whole family, just one after another, dunk them in there, man. How stupid can you be? I'm still, we're going to do the show professionally, but I'm still fuming over the thing. And you'd ask me I'll change the subject now. You asked me.
Well, we kind of have this new part of our bags now, because you already did your punch somebody in the face, right?
No, I didn't punch him in the face. I wanted to.
No, it's just the name of the segment, right? Isn't it?
Well, the new segment we're going to introduce is, I usually have, we'll go to the, I have a saying, and if somebody's really annoying me or they do something, I always say, God, would I ever stop punching that guy in the face? And I got that from years ago. I went to a Christmas party. And it was like and I wasn't really, at the time, I wasn't in a good place in my life. And the last thing, anybody who's, in a bad place, the last thing they want is the holiday season. And I was at this Christmas party and I was miserable. And these people were like extra annoying, man, just one thing after another. And I almost wanted to just pull a couple of them aside and say, look, dude, if you don't just eat that turkey over there and and just shut up, I'm never going to stop punching you in the face. I mean, my arm will fall off before I stop punching you in the face. And so that's where I get that from. So we're going to do a new segment. And, of course, we're going to talk, have our regular thing. But at the end of the segment, we're going to do I'm going to bring up somebody that I would never stop punching them in the face.
Well, fortunately, the family ran away before that happened. So,
They would have been a candidate, but I would have, I would have more to punching them in the face. I'd want to scissor kick them, choke them, maybe, come off the bridge and drop kick them, everything else. I mean, that was the stupidest. I mean, dude, I just want to just shake that guy. How fucking stupid are you? But anyway, you asked me about my progress.
well, I see your progress already. Kind of short temper, and.
Yeah, well, I mean, so progress has been good. I lowered my carbs last week. I came in on Saturday. If you are on my Facebook or whatever, or Instagram, and you see the pictures, you see I was at 198.8. I'm a little heavier now because I had some carbs. I'm going to stick to the same plan this week. I'm going to about 300 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs. Those carbs are going to be centered before and after workout, pre and post workout. So that's all my carbs. I'm going to add a little bit of cardio. I did 45 minutes of cardio this morning, actually, on the Stairmaster. So I'm going to add 3 sessions of cardio for the week. And, just see how that goes. Probably Wednesday evening. I'll do cardio Wednesday evening, come back, and for my last meal, I'll probably have like 50 grams of carbs, some added carbs. See where we're at on Saturday morning when I do my progress pics. If everything looks good, then I'll have, maybe 300 carbs for that day, and then back on the 50 carbs. Just that seems to work pretty well for me. The leaner I get, hopefully, the more I can add carbs, where instead of twice a week, it might be 3 times a week. We'll see how that goes.
Hopefully, I don't think I like you with not eating any carbs.
Well, I could have just had lasagna, ice cream, Twizzlers, whatever, and and a Latina woman, and I would have come here and saw that, I still would have erupted the same way. I've been doing that all my life. I just can't, this bird has been next to us the whole time. You can't see it. But I was telling Jan, I was like, this bird is beautiful. I look at it. It never would dawn on me to go over there and grab that bird, but it should never dawn on any human being to ever touch anybody's baby. I mean, are you out of your freaking mind?
Are we back to punching people in the face, huh?
Yeah, progress. So, but yeah, so that's it, and it's very very important. Pictures when you're doing progress, and that was what I wanted to be the topic today. Was before everything went askew, was the importance of taking progress pictures. And what I mean is, I don't mean the dumbass picture in your bathroom where you're sucking in your, this kind of thing. I mean, like for me, I've always done this for years. It's Saturday morning because I'm always simulating a contest. It's Saturday morning. It's the same lighting. It's pretty much the same clothes, same type of poses. And that way you have, I use the bathroom in my condo. It seems to be the best lighting, other than maybe the kitchen might be better, but the kitchen, but it seems to be the best light. It's not the greatest lighting in the world, but it's something I can look at and I can say, okay, well, this Saturday I was 201 and the next Saturday I'm 198. Let's compare these pictures. Where's the difference at? And as far as like how I have some calipers. And, that's a whole nother topic, the people and their body fat. But I just will take of my stomach or something like that, or my back, a weaker, and I'll write that measurement down. And then the next week, hopefully it's gone down some. I'm not measuring, that's by no means what my body fat is. I have no idea what my body, I heard a guy in the gym the other day talking about, he was, I'm like 7% body fat. I wanted to pull him aside, punch him in the face, man.
Who was it?
I don't want to say, but he was like, and I was like, dude, I hate to burst your bubble, but you're not 7% body. You're probably about 20% body fat. I know I know bodybuilding com would never let him believe that, but it's just like I said. That's a whole. What your body fat is irrelevant because unless you're getting in one of those tubs, it doesn't matter because nobody's even. I mean, my arms are leaner than my stomach, and if you pinch this and pinch this, what does that mean? But so that's the importance of that's how I do my progress. And you always want to know you're progressing because you don't want to be like the other 99% in the gym that look the same week after week, day after day, week after week, year after year.
Unless that's how you want to look. Right? I mean, some people just do it to maintain the way they look. Not everybody is doing it for competitions. Right?
I guess my parents once drove a 74 Ford Granada, and I guess that's the equivalent. Sometimes you just want that as your car,
That sounds like a nice car, though, right?
Yeah. They used to call it the Grenade. My sister did anyway, called it the Grenade. But yeah, that's the deal. And so I guess it's the best time ever to talk about our new segment, which is, would I ever stop punching that guy in the face? The first person that I can think of is have you ever seen these people that ride around with, they used to call it a handicap sticker, but now they call it a disability sticker on their car. Now look, man, if you got a legitimate disability and you got a chair or you got stuff and you got to pull up to the ramp and get your chair out and everything, God bless you, for that. But if you're some asshole that his doctor, because you got carpal tunnel syndrome or some bullshit like that, your doctor wrote you this, hey, I can get you one of those stickers. And so on Saturday, you can park in the front at Walmart or wherever they have in the mainland. Then, dude, I never want to stop punching you in the face. I mean, I saw that because the other day I almost got run. This lady almost ran me off the road, and she had one of those stickers. And anytime it's just something subconscious goes in my head when I see that sticker. I always try to see, well, what's wrong with them? They pop out, do one of these, bam, going, hey, I'm parking in the front, asshole. I got a sticker. So those have a legitimate use. But I'm guessing for the majority of the population, just like your doctor can write you a note so you don't have to go to work because, you have a spot on your ass or something like that. The doctor would be happy. Oh, you want to park in the front at Target on Saturdays? I got you. But doc, I only have a sprained finger. Hey, we'll get you, we'll get you up there. And it's just like those people that, when I used to live in the mainland, and you'd go drive in the parking lot and be like, why are they stopped? And this lady's just sitting there waiting for that's kind of a B of that, just sitting there waiting for the person to load their groceries and stuff and get out so they can park in the front. I mean, I just want to just pull them out. How freaking lazy are you, man? Just park your rig, walk in there, get your stuff, and go,
That's my pet peeve as well. Have you noticed that people who do that are usually the fattest people who need to walk the most? They always stop in front of the store so they don't have to walk.
Yeah, well, that's part of their problem. But I really haven't noticed that as much here.
Oh yeah, it happens, and the Winn-Dixie all the time.
Yeah, the Winn-Dixie. But a lot of times I'm coming in on, from where I live, I'm always coming in that back way all the time. And I'm leaving through the back way, so I'm not really going. But but like when I was in, we got the tide coming in, I guess.
Something's coming.
But when I lived in the mainland, and I'd go to Walmart and stuff like that, man, you go certain times. I mean, there are people just sitting there, man, that blinker on, and the guys, and they've identified the guy walking with his cart, because he's hit his alarm, and they see that, which one? Oh. Station right here. It's like they're playing musical chairs or something. Just park your rig, man. Anytime I've ever parked anything near humans, I mean, somebody dented my gas cap on my gas tank on my motorcycle. I don't know how you can do that, but they did it, So, they need to be punched in the face and maybe even choked too while they're at it.
I agree with this assessment.
So that's it. that's all I got for this week. I'm going to keep going this way. I'm going to swim. You got all the equipment. You can wrap the equipment up.
We'll wrap it up and we'll see you next week.